Turn this way. All right, this is Apollo 14 made contact. So, it's saying Apollo 14 went up to low Earth orbit in 1972, and then they did the Ingo, Swann, Edgar, Mitchell ESP experiment. So Mitchell is in low Earth orbit, and meanwhile at SRI, Swann, Axelrod, Puthoff, Vallee are like, okay, Swann, you've got telepathy. Let's send out to go to the plan Axelrod came up with, and Swann goes, okay, got it. And then Mitchell's like, holy mackerel, here comes the bogey. Better suit up. He came out with his, space age, state-of-the-art laser gun, all suited up, and he was going to shoot at the bogey. But then by telekinesis, they took it for him and tied a knot in the barrel of the gun, and then gave it back to suited up Mitchell, who went back into his spacecraft. And then, but there's a technology transfer, and it's a textbook on zero-point energy, and that ends up going to SRI, which they handcuff to the wrist of Puthoff, who, joins the aviary and reverse engineers zero-point energy. So the closest we're ever going to get to that deathbed confession of Ingo Swann is what I got in 2006. Zero-point energy is working. The lips are sealed on Puthoff and Vallee. They're not going to talk. Swann is dead. Mitchell is dead. But zero-point energy is working. So then what happens, in 1990, I send a fax to the Art Bell show and tell him all these things happened. He right away gives it to Bigelow and Alexander. This is Robert Bigelow and Colonel John Alexander. They go to see Mitchell, who says, yes, all this is true. And you can tell because Swann is, he was injured in Korea. So Bigelow and Alexander go to 357 the Bowery, Swann's house, and they pull the pants down on him and see that he is, in fact, was in fact a Purple Heart and wounded in Korea, where he was a soldier. So, but anyway, besides what's in the facts that they have zero-point energy, is also that 9/11 will happen. Do they prevent 9/11? No. Alexander is an insider who wanted to dustify the World Trade Center and start World War III. Who is a witness to this? Bell is now also deceased. Alexander is a lizard who will never talk. Bigelow is on the evil dark side and he will not talk. But Lisa Lyon is a witness. When I sent the fax, I then phoned and Lisa Lyon said, yes, we have the fax. The FBI were in the office and she told them everything. Lisa Lyon is an honest person. So then in 2006, I go to IRVA. I make a new list of predictions. Swann is alive and gives his deathbed confession. But they also have a new list of future scene predictions. Fukushima, BP oil spill, Torrey Stafford, Russell Williams. There's a whole list with name, date, and place. So what do the speakers at IRVA do? They go and phone Alexander, who comes and takes a hard copy of the list. I said, that's exactly who I don't want to phone. Can't you tell 9/11's an inside job? Oh yeah, but that's who we're told to call. That's what we know to do. And then Alexander takes the list, and he said, well, you should at least hang Alexander for treason if he doesn't prevent Fukushima. And then every speaker on stage is like, oh, you better keep your head down. You better not go around saying things like that. So new list of future seeing predictions in 2006, IRVA. Alexander has a list of future seeing predictions. Swann says zero-point energy is working. But, you're not going to get a word. Mitchell's lips are sealed. Swann's lips are sealed. So in 2015, I'm an undergrad at Ryerson, the RTA class of 2015. Whole new sets of predictions for the whole 4 years, an open lecture. It was Incel, Danforth, MacArthur, the 3 events in France, Bataclan Theater, Charlie Hebdo, Bastille Day, and Pulse Nightclub. And what Ryerson does is, well, we have an emergency broadcast system, but we're looking into broadcasting this. And also the Toronto Police has this. But, we're too scared to do anything. France is not, the Toronto Police is just, well, it's not our catchment area, don't call us about terrorism. So then in 2019, the review into MacArthur happens, the Epstein report. In their office, hand to God, they audio tape a new set of predictions, the coronal set of virus predictions. Naz, Epstein, and Sandler are my witness to this. This is the coronavirus, Ukraine Jet 752, Kobe Bryant, and Gabriel Wortman, with a name, date, and place. Nothing prevented. And then the review comes out, the Epstein report. Nothing's prevented. And I go to the Toronto Police Board, I say, what are you guys doing? And they're like, well, our $1 billion is for the free alcohol. You stop calling us about terrorism predictions. And this is the Toronto Police. So they're a pile of useless shit. So what's the path forward? Okay, this is the best path forward. Cross Ryerson. 200 witnesses in Ryerson who heard me make open predictions. Kobe Bryant, Insel Danforth MacArthur, France. And I have Jane Does from Ryerson. At least 5 Jane Does in the class who had anomalous human experience. Psychic, manifested gold coins, superhuman strength, can fly and shapeshift. The most important one being Colleen, who was UAP abducted, went to this planet where Swann and Mitchell made contact and got the textbook on zero-point energy from that Puthoff and Vallee have. And then, so I'm talking about reproducible UAP contact. Jane Does are my witness. Terrorism predictions are included. We need to do a Toronto AARO investigation. And the point of this video is that you guys on YouTube need to speak up and help. This is just a mini documentary. Where are the heavies? I need a Jane Fox to come in and cross the Jane Does. Where are they? These predictions went out to the media. CBC, Globe and Mail, Toronto Star. The furthest it went is that Doolittle from the Globe and Mail came to Ryerson and crossed the Jane Does and has a Colleen confession. Then the review crosses Ryerson. Ryerson is honest. They give the exact same account as mine. Okay, Ryerson said the same thing as you. Colleen was abducted. You did tell Toronto Police it's 71 Winchester Street, Bruce MacArthur. The Toronto Police will always be the rotted pile of shit that they are. They said Insel Danforth MacArthur is not their catchment area. The property tax is to be looted for the free alcohol that's under saloon. I said, well, yeah, but you're the review. You're above this is exactly a review into police negligence. Oh, no. We have no power to punish anyone. We just be trying to find out what did happen. Well, okay, but you found out what happened. Then where is this in the final report? Epstein censors everything. Epstein is a liar. The board are liars. They're all liars. Unfortunately, that leaves me, with an audio tape that they won't release. Same thing with Art Bell. Lisa Lyon has the facts, says it was taken by her from the FBI. How do I know Bigelow and Alexander are evil? Because since 1990, I've been dealing with them. The correct predictions, Alexander kills it, and Bigelow laughs about it. That's how I know he's a lizard. Zero-point energy is working. Puthoff, Vallee are gagged. Swann and Mitchell are dead. So who are my living witnesses? Lisa Lyon, but you're not going to get a word out of her. Oh, look at this. Toronto AARO investigation. What did I write here? Toronto AARO investigation. Cross Ryerson. This is our best path forward. We need a documentary producer, civil lawyer, and I'm talking about reproducible UAP contact. Instead of Colleen, we'll send someone else. And I'm talking about a new list of predictions. I will create more Jane Does and make a new list of predictions. But with the list of predictions, each time it was made, a Jane Doe was there and was a willing participant in RV monitor. But here we go. I'm going to give you the path forward. Where are the heavies? Where are my allies? Let's go and do this. I'm at 9 minutes 30, and I'm waiting for your reply.